Hi everybody, this is Shalise with HHH Enterprises, and I wanted to show you a little personal project I'm working on using some of our products that we have for sale. I'm going to use some of these pendants that we have, and inside them I took pictures of some of my work because I work here as a designer, but I'm also an artist and I do portraits and paintings. And these are actually going to be Christmas gifts. They're going to eventually be Christmas ornaments. So I'm using some different pictures, you can see. And I'm going to fill these with EnviroTex. I'm going to use some really small, nice glitter, fine glitter that I have, and maybe add some little beads and just decorate them up and make some really cool Christmas gifts and hang them on chains to give to people. So I'll let you know as I go along. Okay, I'm going to pour the EnviroTex in these. Don't forget with EnviroTex to mix and mix and mix and get them really well mixed. If there's tons of bubbles, that's okay, because we're going to take care of those. Also, my favorite way to do EnviroTex is to use 2 thin layers instead of 1 thick layer. For some reason I think this just gives it a better finish, a little more glassy looking when it's in 2 layers, and I just think it works better. Okay. And once you've poured it, just tilt it around to spread it out. You can see it's going to be a nice thin layer. You don't want to get it too deep so that there'll be room for a second pouring. Put it that way and get it all the way to the edges. Okay, so I poured just half of these up here. That was how much I had left, and I'll finish them. And now it's time for my favorite part of EnviroTex pouring, which is using the butane torch. Yay! I'm going to turn it on first. And you can also just use a straw because the heat from your breath will blow the bubbles out too. You just hold it kind of far away. About 6 to 8 inches away from the pendant. And this immediately removes the bubbles out of the EnviroTex from when you were stirring it. So I'm going to check these and then pour the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and put the glitter in this first half before I pour the rest. Get all the bubbles out with the butane torch. And I have this really nice little set of glitter I'm going to use. I'm not going to put very much. I'm just going to put a tiny bit in each of these to just sort of give it a little bit of extra. Each color on a piece of paper like this, and just pour a little bit out. Then you can pour it right back in the bottle and just use it off the paper. Sprinkle it in here. Let's see. Yeah, it just gives it a tiny bit of sparkle. Use red for both of these. Be careful after you use the butane torch, because the metal, give it a minute to cool off, because the metal can be a little bit hot afterwards. Okay, I'm going to quickly show how I'm going to finish up these. I'm going to take these pieces of chain that I cut, drop them through the hole, and use a jump ring to connect the ends. And there's the finished ornament. I'm also going to add, I think, a little charm or bead to each one of these by using one of these wire pins. Making it into a loop. And then I'm just going to hang the loop from the top of the bail of the ornament. Here is a finished